But don't get mad when you find out she's not completely yours.
How do you ensure that it's your woman?
You can't. That's her decision.
What you mean you can't?
No, I agree with that.
I feel like as a man, you know when a woman is really invested in you.
No, you don't.
Versus, why?
No, you don't. And that's what men be scared of. Because once you get into that space where you think you know that, and then some bad shit happen, and it can catch you completely off guard, that shit can ruin your life.
But you don't
Men
feel like...
have you noticed men don't bounce back from hard
Heartbreak,
breakups?
yeah.
Oh, they really don't.
If a man been like a real long-term relationship, he don't just leave that and go jump to some new shit and be happy.
Yeah.
Not unless he been unhappy for a real long time. But if he's happy at some point, and then she completely switched the program, that shit up.
I do apologize ahead of time because I'm going to hit a nerve, but could you imagine being a provider, man, where you sit up here and work all these hours and you're with the woman and you're trying to give her the lifestyle that she says she wanted, and you're just working your best because you do love and you care for this woman, all for her to end up turning around and saying you was never home. I feel like we don't love each other anymore, and I want to go see other people, even though the only reason you was away from the home was to work, to pay for the lifestyle that she said she wanted. Could you also imagine having kids in this situation, and then as your kids start to get older, they feel like they don't know their father because their father is never at home because they're always working to provide this lifestyle where their kids never have to worry about money. Kids go to the mall, kids go to the movie, kids are going on vacation with their friends, and they never have to worry about $1. That you put them in one of the best schools you possibly could have, all for them to turn around and being like, you was never there for me. Could you also imagine losing the house that you was paying for since you was the provider man, and then you end up losing it in the divorce, and you're now paying alimony since you probably stayed home. The wife stayed home to take care of the kids, and now you got to live in a one-bedroom apartment as your ex-wife is living in the house you paid for with her new man, and the kids still might be there, and now they live in like one big happy family for a structure that you built.
One thing that I read in the comments on this video that people didn't like, they didn't like the fact that she was like, I feel like a man knows, and that's definitely not the case. You never know a woman, because a lot of times a woman will act in her best interest, and a lot of times the best interest is her feelings, even if it is to her detriment sometimes, right? In a relationship, it's still her feelings, and she feel like her feelings is in the best interest no matter what's going on. So women will do things, switch up out the blue, and he's right. That's what a lot of men are afraid of. That's why a lot of men aren't getting in relationships anymore, because of this.